In the last video, we discovered something powerful. You are not your thoughts, but that creates a more disturbing question. If you are not your thoughts, then who is thinking them? And here's the uncomfortable possibility. What if most of your thinking is not under your control? Stay with me. Right now, you feel like you are choosing your thoughts. But are you? Let's try something simple. Pick a number between 1 and 10. Don't overthink it. Just choose. Got it? Now ask yourself, why that number? Why not the one next to it? Did you consciously construct the reasoning, or did the answer just appear? Be honest. Most of our decisions feel chosen, but neuroscience suggests something deeper. In the 1980s, neuroscientist Benjamin Libet ran a famous experiment. Participants were asked to move their finger whenever they felt like it. They also reported the moment they consciously decided to move. But here's what the brain scans showed. The brain activity that initiated the movement started before the person became consciously aware of the decision. In simple terms, your brain decides before you know it. The conscious feeling of choice may come after the process has already begun. Let that sink in. Neuroscientist Michael Gazzaniga proposed something called the interpreter module. According to his research, the brain constantly creates stories to explain actions that have already happened. In other words, the brain acts, then the mind says, I chose that. What if your sense of control is partly a narration system? Not the origin of action, but the storyteller. Modern brain imaging shows something called default mode network. This network becomes active when you are daydreaming, replaying the past, imagining the future, thinking about yourself. It generates spontaneous mental activity, which means thoughts are constantly being produced even when you're not trying to think. So here's the unsettling truth. Your brain is thinking even when you're not consciously choosing to think. So again, who is thinking your thoughts? Yoga described this long ago. In the Kosha model from the Taittiriya Upanishad, Manomaya Kosha generates thoughts. Vijnanamaya Kosha observes and discriminates. The mental layer produces activity, but awareness sits behind it. Yoga never claimed you control every thought. It said thoughts arise due to impressions, samskaras, patterns, conditioning, memory. The mind is not a commander, it is a processor. So here's the possibility. Thoughts arise automatically. Your brain prepares actions automatically. Your mind narrates automatically. But awareness is not automatic. Awareness is the space in which all this happens. You may not control the appearance of a thought, but you can control identification with it, and that changes everything. Now we go even deeper. If thoughts are automatic, if the brain prepares decisions before awareness, then how do advanced meditators enter states where thought completely stops? What happens in the brain during deep meditation? And is there truly a state beyond thinking? In part 3, we explore theta waves, ego dissolution, and the neuroscience of the state beyond thought. Subscribe if you're ready to question everything you think you know about your own mind. Because this series is not about motivation, it's about awakening.